Hello, I know I haven't done a video in quite a while, saying hello. What's happening right now? Well, Election Day just a week away. I think I've talked about that enough. If anybody requests me to discuss how I feel about the election or who I'm voting for or why, I will. But in the meantime, I won't discuss the election any further until after it actually happens. Then I'll tell you what I think of the results once we know them. All right, so what else is happening? Hurricane Sandy touches down. This affects our region a little bit in the Northeast. Hurricanes, we tend to get maybe about every 5 years we get a major one. They happen every year, of course, and some are not that there's any such thing as a mild hurricane, but there is. I mean, the level of flooding, level of destruction, level of... but the most recent big one we had, I think, would have been Hurricane Katrina in 2005. That most of the hurricanes, though, they bother the southern states more than the northern ones. So Hurricane Katrina had a big impact, obviously, on the Gulf, New Orleans, and the states that surround the Gulf. And I remember Hurricane Andrew in '92. Hurricane Camille happened before I was born, but they still talk about it. So that was a Category 3 hurricane. Sandy's going to be considered a major hurricane, but there are ones that are much, much greater. And New York City, New Jersey, and in Philadelphia area are in a big state of emergency right now, heavily flooded. I'm told that the Atlantic City boardwalk is damaged badly. So that's going to be bad. Of course, not too far away is the Susquehanna River, and that's flooded. They has what they call the 36-year flood. It had a big major hurricane in 1900 and again in 36. And in 72 there was Hurricane Agnes, which affected the Susquehanna. I think that was the worst flood. And they were waiting for it to happen again in 2008, and it missed that. That would have been its 36th year. I mean, it floods a little bit every year, but it didn't flood to that degree. But I do remember, I don't remember the 72 hurricane, as I was just a very small kid at the time. But I do remember traveling through that area as a kid, maybe 3, 4, 5 years old, and they were still cleaning up and repairing from it. So the flooding had a big impact. And of course every flood does, but we all know some more than others. So that's what's happening right now. Hurricane Sandy has touched down in the United States, and so the eastern seaboard and the northeast got the impact more than the south this time. So that's what's going on. New York City, Philadelphia, and New Jersey are in a big state of emergency, and much of Pennsylvania too. So certainly we hope everybody's all right, and we wish everyone well. And people that are in the construction business in any capacity are going to be quite busy in the next several months and even a couple of years.